This is round one here in Arlington, Texas. It's the Dallas-Fort Worth round one. There's two here. There's another one in Grapevine, Texas, but this round one is actually very, very, very old. It's the 5th ever store in the States. So this round one opened right after the California stores and in a Boston store as well, but that's not there anymore. So this makes it the 5th round one and the 4th oldest round one in the country after California. So it is really, really cool. But since then, it's changed quite a bit. But it has some old games here and some new ones too. But surprisingly, this is not the largest round one, but it is still a pretty massive store. This is the Arlington one. So let's take a look. Let's see what they have here. There is a Power Pros coin pusher, and then there's another one over there by the entrance to the mall. And then again, tons of rhythm games. They have dance rushes, and they have DDR golds and regular DDRs. Here are the credits. So again, very expensive. And then here's all their mini cranes. So just like Grapevine, they have quite a bit. And they're all on both sides. Not sure if they have more cranes here, but they've gotten a lot more cranes since. And look at all these, like these ones too. These are like the medium-sized ones. They've got a ton of these. This is more than Grapevine. So that's absolutely nuts. So there's some on this side, and then obviously the other side, there are even more. So yeah, they have more of these style of cranes than Grapevine, but Grapevine has more of those mini ones. So that is just absolutely insane. They have a lot of cranes at the store. And here's those DDRs, and then here's their coin pusher area. So they have the Tornado coin pusher, they have the Pearl Fishery coin pusher, the Wizard of Oz coin pusher, Smash Stadium coin pusher, Red Zone Rush. There's some Puppet Up 2023 Phoenixes and another Puppet Up. So they have a decent amount of rhythm games here. Pac-Man Smash. Here's some more Japanese games over here. There's they have Pac-Man Air Hockey and the Pac-Man Pinball over there. Again, more Japanese style games. There's Chrono Circles, there's VR Agent back there. There's Asphalt Legends, Godzilla, Cheetador, stuff like that. There's a Halo, and there's the On Point game. That's the BB shooter game, so that's awesome. So yeah, pretty good amount of Japanese like rhythm style games and a good amount of Puppet Ups and DDRs. If you guys like that, then definitely come here. I think they have more than Grapevine, which is shocking. Here's the Blackbeard's Bounty coin pusher. And here's an Air Hockey. There's a Wizard of Oz, another one. That's kind of funny. There's one over there. So there's two Wizard of Oz's here. There's Castlevania, DC Superheroes, Angry Birds, SpongeBob coin pusher, the new Star Wars coin pusher. So they have that. That's an Andamira one. The Avengers coin pusher, the Gold Railroad over there. They smack a lot of games here. And then here's all their karaoke rooms. So a lot more than some of the other round ones because they put a lot more in here since this is an older store. Here is their Nerf arcade. There's the Naruto games. Here is the Bust-A-Move Frenzy. There's a Gold Railroad. And then Hungry Hippos over there. Spider-Man coin pusher, Willy Wonka coin pusher, new SpongeBob coin pusher. So a lot of coin pushers at this round one. Here is Jumbo Jumpin', a Goats and Ropes. There's a Bone Eater, Alpine Racer. There is a Minecraft Dungeons, an NBA Superstar, Batman Racer, Snowboarder. And then way back here they have the Mario and Sonic Olympics game. They have a fantasy soccer. They have a Pac-Man game, and then this round one actually has ping pong tables, which again, they had a lot more attractions at the older stores, so this is actually kind of rare for round one. A lot of the older stores got those, but a lot of the newer ones kind of either got rid of a lot of the bowling or whatnot, so you guys will see a lot of bowling lanes here. The more bowling lanes, the older the store, because they kind of got the less of the newer ones. There's some MotoGPs, there's some more Gemini cranes over there. Here's another racer. This is the D8 racer. Here's the Maximum Tune 5 racer. Here's a Mega Shot. That one's a really cool one. The Big Buck, the Marvel game, and then here's some more like Japanese games, Tekken and stuff, Nitro Trucks, Superbikes 2s. There's a whole area of pool tables over there. There's a Street Fighter. Here's some photo booths, and then here's all their bowling lanes. So again, a lot of bowling lanes of this round one, tucked here in the back. But look at this. There are quite a few here. I know round ones that don't even have bowling, or it's just like, 8 lanes I've seen, which is literally like just that. So they have like triple the amount of lanes. So that is insane because this round one is rather older. So they kind of got a lot of bowling. Now the newer stores don't really get bowling. So they have a lot here. There's another photo booth. There's Tekken games over there. There's another Bomberman, Luigi's Mansion, Ninja Turtles, Dark Escape. And then a AMC Walking Dead. Here's the Mission Impossible arcade. And then here's their eating area and their bar and the snacks and ice cream and all that. Game card, counter, Jurassic Park game, and then there's more cranes. So these are all the Gemini ones. So these are all just standard pick up the plush ones. They have a good collection of those as well. And then there's some more on the other side. So there's another aisle over here. So more Gemini cranes right there. And then more stuff right here. More of these like medium-sized cranes. Even more miniature ones. That's insane. Look at this. So many miniature ones. And then more Gemini cranes. They have quite a few. They've retired a lot of the UFO catchers here because back in the day, when this round one opened in 2014, very, very old US store, it was literally just UFO catchers. Now it's just all these fun zones with Gemini, so that's kind of annoying. But they don't really have a good collection. It's just all of the same ones. But they have a lot of cranes here. And then here's their Superstar and Skillful, and here's some of the UFO catchers, finally. So here's the Geminis, but here's the UFO catchers. So they have these ones, and they have all the box ones. There's a lot of figures. There's some plush, but like it's almost all figures too, and these are kind of cheap. So look at all these figures. That is just ridiculous. There's so many of those. More Gemini ones. Here's a ping pong dropper one. Here's more figures, Hook the Box. So yeah, not a lot of plush in the UFO catchers. They've kind of went the cheap route down here. I just put a bunch of those figures, but it's not bad overall. And that's basically it. There's a couple more over here. Here's some of the plush, finally. But that's basically it. They don't have a lot of plush UFO catchers. I think it's just these. So at least they still have them, but regardless, it's not a lot. So they have those, and then there's a couple more, and there's more of those medium style cranes. And then here's all the plush ones. So again, not that many good selections for plush at this round one, but there are some ticket games on this side. So there's a Zombies game, there's a Big Ticket Drop, a Pop-It game, a Connect 4 Hoops game, the Space Invaders Gigamax Connect 4, Down the Clown, Milk Jug, Jurassic World, a Crazy Tower. There's some Ticket Monsters, and then look at this. They have a Slam-A-Winner Extreme at this round one. That's how you know this store's old. This is a very old game. I'm surprised they have that. That's a very fun one. But obviously it has an error code. It's not working. There's some more back there. Crazy Curves right there. Harpin Lagoon. There's a Plinko, a Treasure Quest, a Tomb Raider, a Power Roll. The jackpot is a whopping 200 tickets. That's pretty bad. Here's a soccer game. World Football Pro. Drop It. The Lane Masters right there. Sonic Blast Ball. Here's some of the more rare ticket games that you guys will see. There's a Simpsons Soccer. That's extremely rare for round one. A Pirates Hook. A Monopoly. A Super Monkey Ball. Another very, very rare game. And Arctic Chomp. Another rare game. It's like that pig one. They have a Fishbowl Frenzy. They have a Rabbids Hollywood. They have the Carnival Wheels. A Break the Plate. A Toilet Bowl. A Sonic Basketball. Some 2-minute drills. Some regular basketballs. A baseball game. That's very rare as well. I'm surprised they have that. Major League Baseball game. That is awesome. Here's a Ticket Dome. Beat the Goalie. A Monster Drop. That's crazy as well. And there's a Jetpack Joyride. Spinning Win over there. Goldfishing. Ghostbusters. Gold Line Rush. A Dog Pounder at a round one. Like, you guys will never see these games at round one. They have a lot of the old ticket games still. There's a Deal or No Deal. There's a Hammer Game. There's a Tic-Tac-Toe. There's a Quarterback Pro. Hyper Pitch. Hyper Shoot. Big Basketball. A Triple Turn, which every round one had this. They still have it here. I think this is one of the last ones ever. That's a very, very fun game too. So you drop the ball. You want to get inside the red, and it goes down to the red. And you got to get the jack. If you miss, you still get it in the blue. You get drops in there, and you drops in there, and it drops down there, and you win. So that's a very awesome game. They have that. Boardwalk Big Spin, a Baseball Pro. There is a Space Warp over here. They have that as well. They have a Galaga Assault. They have a, oh yeah, that's the Triple Turn. They have a Zombie Snatcher. They have a Crossy Road. They have a Flappy Tickets. And they have a Bop It. So not bad overall for this round one. And then here are the prize area and the game cards and all that. So that is insane. But regardless, this is the round one here in Arlington, Texas. A very, very cool store, pretty big, and definitely one of the oldest ones, but obviously it looks a lot different. And a lot more of these cranes now, which is kind of unfortunate. So I would not say this is the best round one for the cranes, but they still have quite a few games here. So if you guys are in the Dallas region, check it out. There's another one in Grapevine as well. It's hard to compare the two, but Grapevine is a little bit bigger than this one as well. So if you guys like games like that, then check them out. Check out both round ones. They both have an absurd amount of claw machines, so that is not bad. This is the tour of round one in Arlington, Texas. Very cool, classic round one in these states. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe for more arcade tours. Comment below if you guys have been here before and what you guys think about it, and I'll see you guys in the next tour.